Today, we're having one of my very favorite guests. This is the hottest man I know. This is my husband, Eric Krause, and he barbecues better than anybody I know. As a matter of fact, I would rather have him cook a filet mignon at home than go out to any restaurant. The keg, none of them can hold a candle to him. He's a pretty great cook, and he's a pretty great guy, too. We met when we were 14 years old. He was at Tempe High, and I was a goofy Gilbert girl. But we have had a long friendship and the best marriage ever. But today, he's going to share one of his other talents, besides being a super great guy. And he's going to show us how to make Chipotle steak. This is definitely one of our family favorites. Our girls love when they hear that Dad is making Chipotle steak. And I hope you'll try it. I think you'll love it, and so will your family.
This is our tri-tip that we're going to be cooking today. You can pick this tri-tip up either at Costco or Sam's. I like it already cut in length, but you can buy it in a whole. And the reason I like it, as you can see, it's got a pretty good amount of fat running through it. It makes for a pretty flavorful meat. It's not a real tender cut of meat, but the way we're going to cook it and the way we're going to show you the recipe, it will work out just right. Also, you're going to have to get some of this Raspberry Chipotle Sauce. Right now, the only place I know you can get it in this bottle is at Costco. Sometimes you can find it in smaller bottles in Fry's or some of the local grocery stores, but it will be a smaller bottle.
But we like a lot.
We do. And this really does make the difference on the meat. So, as far as seasoning goes, we're going to go with some pepper, some salt, and some Montreal seasoning. So, let's season it up.
All right.
Okay, let's start the seasoning. So we're just going to grab some pepper and lightly go over the top of this. Don't worry. If there's a certain type of seasoning you like, maybe you like garlic powder or you like accent or something, hey, try it. But really what you want to do is all we're trying to do is just bring out the good flavor of the meat and let the Chipotle raspberry sauce really be the star of the show. Very well said. Okay, so we're going to just grab a little bit more of this. Then we're going to turn them over and make sure we get it all on all sides. We have, this recipe turned out to be one of our family's favorite. We have some of our girls that don't even like meat, and when we cook this, they'll eat this. So we know it's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
And tri-tip is not a real expensive cut of meat, so it can fit in your budget as well.
So this was one package from Costco. Mm-hmm. About how many would you say?
It's about 5.5 pounds here, and this will feed probably about 10 to 12 people. Okay, if they're going to take 6 to 8 ounces each, that's about 10 to 12 people.
Hungry people.
Hungry people, yeah.
And we'll send some leftovers on.
And if you throw in some potatoes and some vegetables and a salad, then maybe they'll only have about 6 ounces of meat, and you can feed 14. We usually have to buy 2 packages of this on our family Sunday meal. So you can tell we have some meat eaters.
2 packages, and we feed about almost 30 people.
So we finished seasoning the tri-tip. I started the grill about 15 minutes ago to get it nice and hot. We are going to cook this about 3 to 4 minutes on each side to get it to rare. Then I'm going to bring it back in the house, let it cool for a minute or two, and then we're going to slice it up and saute it with our star of the show, Raspberry Chipotle Sauce. So let's go out to the grill. We're out here on the gas grill. Got it nice and hot.
Wait.
So we're going to lay these on their sides and get a good grill mark on them. About 3 to 4 minutes on each side. But we want to get these up to rare before I pull them off. So we'll go about another 4-5 minutes and we'll be ready to take them into the kitchen and cut them up. I think we have our meat down to about medium. Very soft to the touch. We'll take this in the house and cut it up. Now for the cutting up, getting it ready to saute. We want these in about, maybe 3/4 of an inch to an inch thick. See, they got nice and pink inside.
And they smell delicious.
We will cut up probably 2 pieces of this and then stick them in the frying pan and saute up that portion. And then I'll come back and take those off.
So why do you do it in little batches at a time?
Well, we want to be able to spread that raspberry chipotle sauce really evenly and let it soak in there for just a few minutes and give it a taste. It really is yummy. And if you put too much meat in at one time, then you really can't get it covered.
Right. Okay.
Honey, you want to turn the skillet on?
Yep.
And I'll bring these over to the skillet. So now we've got the pan on the fire. We're going to add the chipotle sauce. Now we're going to add the meat. And you can see it's nice and rare. This will not take very long. Oh, that smell of that chipotle sauce is so good. I'll start turning these pieces over, and you can already see how fast they cook up when they're this thin. You do not want to overcook this. We'd like it to get it to about medium, and that is it.
Doesn't it keep it more tender if you, because tri-tip can be a little bit
Can get a little tough. It's like a sirloin. You can get pretty tough if you overcook it.
And we never have sirloin.
No. Sirloin's for young married couples on budgets. Move up the tri-tip. Even filet mignon sometimes. Okay. So we're just going to give that about another 30 seconds. And they're going to be ready to come off. Okay. There you have it.
That chipotle gives it a really sweet but hot flavor too. Spicy.
Turn that fire down so it doesn't burn that chipotle sauce. Now we'll just repeat the same process. Slice up a couple more pieces of the tri-tip and add it. If you need to add more chipotle sauce, please do. Okay, here's our finished product. It's been cut up and sauteed. We drizzled a little bit of the chipotle raspberry sauce on it, and it's ready to serve. I'm sure your family's going to love this.
They will. It's the greatest. Please like this, share it, push the notification button, watch it, try it, eat it. You'll love it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Monday.